And once again, here we go. Popping up, popping in. It's the K Factor.
Beat money.
Here we go. Let's go.
Beat money.
My name is Kaazon, and I'm in charge of the K Factor. We're sitting at 69 degrees here on a mostly cloudy night here on the Gulf Coast. Pensacola, Florida is where I reside. Always, for any questions or concerns, you can reach me at Kaazon@gmail.com. That'll be KAAZON@gmail.com. I do beg of you to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please join us. Join us. Subscribe. Any support for a cigar, a cup of coffee, $, KaazonSr. That'll be KAAZON, capital S as in Sam, little aura as in railroad. Followed by the CashApp sign, the $sign. Cha-ching. We got is up in the house. Hello, we got
Money.
yeah.
Beat money.
Shout out the phone calls from prison, of course. Also, let's go ahead and run this disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. This content is used for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All rights belong to their respective owners. Isn't that the truth of it? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I did a show the other night. I cannot believe y'all were unable to catch that thing live. Come on up in. Come on up in. Oh, man, we done knocked out this introduction in under 5 minutes. Oh, man, that means the year is going to be all right then. At least for us, huh? We'll see how it turn out for Nesto. It is. I ain't going to get started right now. All right, I did do my email. I did the Cash App. I did the disclaimer. I made a shout out or sent a shout out to phone calls from prison. Without those wonderful phone calls, I wouldn't be able to operate this section of my K Factor court. Sure wouldn't. Anyway, let's just play a few seconds. I'm gonna get queued up and then we'll dive in. We're enjoying a sample. Moments in Love by no other than Art of Noise. Legendary. Legendary.
Beat money.
All right, if you need time to run and pour up, roll up, cough up, stand up, either or. Let's get ready to get that done so we can get to work. I think this is about the latest I ever came on. But either or, I'm here. And I want to pick this thing up. Right there. That's where I want to pick it up from. So anyway, not the last time, but second to the last time, we were operating over here with Sonya reevaluating herself in the situation. And with no further delay, shout out to Sylvia. I'm going to lean on this for a minute, Sylvia. All rights are yours, though. Your stuff. But I'm finna work. Let's work.
Do you know how many of the attorneys told me to tell you stop running your mouth? Remember I told you? They told me. They said, Sylvia, you need to tell her stop
like what's they say that too? Tell you stop running your mouth. I said, I don't know anything to say anything. Why do y'all keep acting like I know something?
They keep saying.
That question is to y'all. Let me ask it this way. Seriously, thinking back, looking back, did Sonya really know more than what she's leading on? I mean, again, it's not like her cousin in there locked up and hooked her up with Nesto. Oh no. Oh no, her and him done, or he and her, or she and him, or him and she, whatever, which one is the more proper. I wasn't an English major. You know what I mean? They done seen each other in 2 different states under 2 different zip codes, Georgia and Miami. So is it possible she knows more than what she's leading on? Let's see. Let her talk a little bit.
Sylvia, tell her stop running her mouth.
And this is the problem. Everybody keep thinking I'm part of his case, so don't talk.
But
I don't know none of these people. Me and him never had a conversation about him before he went to jail, other than he was looking for ambulances, you know what I'm saying? Or he was selling his car. That was a conversation. We never talked about people ever when me and him talked on the phone before he went to jail. Nothing illegal and nothing other than how's your day? And that was it, right? That was it. So for me to have a conversation and say something, I'm not privy to anything. I don't know anything. So when y'all say science, I'm talking, I don't know anything to talk. It's my opinion. That's it. It's just my opinion.
Real 75th. She do seem to be that way, don't she? When she talking to Nesto. I'm with you on that. Most certainly.
I hear a charge. I see what I see from doing what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I say my opinion. I'm not part of his case. On no part of his case. I don't have meetings with his lawyers. They don't tell me shit, you know.
But that wasn't now, Sonya. Now, you are lost. You are a law student. You're a law professor. You have 35 plus 10. And in a minute, if I didn't go too far past it, you're going to have a new number we're going to add in there. Listen for it. But now, Sonya, you know, God doggone well, you don't be opening up those conversations with, in my opinion. Well, in my opinion, your wife is old. In my opinion, I'm a mocker and make fun of her. I'm a pick on her. I don't even like the way you trying to draw this coalition in between these little examples. You just did one, what was it, last night? Night before last? You keep clenching this whole thing of like a somebody supposed to pull a gun, a girlfriend shooting the wife, or the wife shooting the girlfriend, and all of this carrying on. Tighten up now. I'm gonna let you fall into
That's
this.
it.
That's not
So
it.
how me talking is just like you talking.
No, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh no, I'm not even gonna let you put that on Sylvia.
No, it ain't.
Are you privy?
Speak up for yourself, Sylvia. Don't Sylvia. Sonya's slow. You not slow now. You never gonna hear me say that. Get on her.
Anything?
There's a difference between me talking
And why me? What's the difference?
because you had
Because I what?
into action with him. You've had before that he went to jail. You and him had some sort of relationship that y'all developed.
Remember, you would have gave it to him on the first day, but you had the grandbaby. You came back the second day. What did he tell you? What did he tell you? He said, and I quote, "Go back there and take your clothes off." And you thought that shit was hot. And you did. And you performed on the second day of meeting the brother. Wow.
Developed over the short period of time of knowing him. So
that's fine. But again, like I keep stressing, it was never about any of this. I wasn't even in town. I was out of town the whole time. And these are relationships with people he's intimate with, and he's doing this. You think he called me on the phone and was telling me this, that, and the other about this chick he kicking it with, and this chick he kicking it with, and this chick? You think he's having those conversations with me? No, not at all. Only person I knew about was Shirley. When he spoke about the young girl, it was she wants to be, because he knew I had a semi-famous niece.
Get it right now. With your big ass mouth. Get it right.
He wanted to see how she got in and what's a good way, because her thing was YouTube. So he asked about that, and if she could talk to her to help give her some insight. That's not illegal. He never said he didn't know the girl.
You sure about that? You sure about that? Oh, shit. You know what? I was going to make this a short because I just wanted to see was my equipment working right. But you know what? Go ahead. Let me let you talk for a minute. I'm going to go dig real quick. Go ahead.
So to say that, who cares? There's no time frame on that. It's just, that's what happened. He didn't say when specifically and this, that, and the other. And he didn't say, none of that was said. It's just, that's the only thing I know. And that's not illegal. You know, that's like you talking to me about your daughter.
But remember now, you're a law professor. You still have to deal with the character. You done, Lord, the girl done lost that part. You forgot about the character?
You know, Dallas want to start baking cakes, and she's looking to, and I know your cousin is a famous chef. You know, can you have him give her some pointers? That's the conversation. That's all it was, you know. So they know that he's not denying he didn't know the girl. Be different if he was saying, I don't know her. And I'm talking about this, that, and the other. Well, damn, he just said he didn't know her. He never said that. He never said he didn't know her. So for me talking about something that's innocent, in my view, I feel like that's innocent. He mentioned his wife. He mentioned the girl. You know, that's it. But he mentioned business. He didn't say, you know, I'm, you know, me and her, this, that, and the other, and da. No, that was never the conversation. He wasn't talking to me like we was boys, you know. How's your day? My day is fine. Well, you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. That's how we talked. They got all our text messages. They don't say shit. They're not all deep and this, that, and the other. Not at all. Not the lie they told in court.
Yeah.
So for them to keep saying, oh, I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
Did they subpoena you? Did they? Be honest. Close your mouth and be honest.
I feel like he's innocent, and that's just what it is. But I don't know anything. So if you sit there, what am I talking about? I don't know anything. So when I talk, it's an opinion. It's an opinion.
Thank you, DMV.
And I could give my opinion like everybody else get theirs. Oh, he this, he that. That's an opinion. They can give it, I can give it.
But there's a difference between them giving an opinion and you. There's quite of a difference.
Of course there's a difference because I know him personally.
But see, okay, the other thing too, he trusts you
Oh, real. I'm looking for it, real. You just bear with me.
Enough to be able to give you ability to go into his information, because you have privy information. Because okay, remember he gave you power of attorney, short period of power of attorney to be able to get his bank records and stuff. So that means you have privileged information that other people don't have.
But I don't speak on it other than I don't speak on his bank statements.
I know you don't speak on it, but
I don't speak on anything that I said that I went and investigated on this demo. I don't speak on that.
No, but I'm just saying, even though you're not speaking on it, but when you're on that phone and you have privy information, there's a big difference. There's going to be a light bulb popping in the state's head saying, oh, she have access to this, so therefore let's listen carefully to what she's saying. Do you understand what I'm saying by that? Because now you're not like me. I'm just a person just reporting it. You know what I mean? I'm not
just like you.
No, it's totally different because you have access to stuff that I would never have access to. So therefore, if I have access,
and they got access to everything.
No, I understand, but because you're close to him, you have conversation with him, y'all speak whatever codes y'all speak, because that there is some sort of code where everybody, whenever they're in jail, the people have certain codes as they talk certain things, right? So their antennas are going to go up.
Hold up on those antennas for a minute. Give me 1 second. Let me come here.
Okay, I see you got your little glasses on. Okay, you can keep your some little fly glasses on, change it.
So yeah, I was looking at her and I was like, okay. But she's living her best life now. She's up in New York. So she ain't coming back.
Well, you know, I also was reading too how they work is they pay people. They pay people, get them flights, they get them hotels, they do all that. They do all of that.
It's this okay. So if everything you said on the text is true, the PPP and the scamming and all that stuff with her mama, she ain't coming back. She ain't coming back.
I'm not making this up, man. Listen, I'm
saying if she's a scammer like her mama and all of that shit, I think her father may have sent her just so that she needed.
Okay, I see you got your little glasses on. Okay, you can keep your some little fly glasses on, change it.
So yeah.
All right, I ain't gonna lie. That's not quite the one that it. Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. They are talking about the 19-year-old. Okay, that's what this whole subject is about. She was talking about the 19-year-old just then, but that's not quite what I'm looking for. So let her continue.
When he's talking to you. So there's a difference. There's a big difference.
Of course they're looking for something to come up, but there's nothing that can come up. And that's my argument.
And that's why I was telling
they can look and be like, ooh, ooh, ooh. But I don't you got to look at what the cases are.
But see what I'm saying? That's why I was saying because, a couple of different attorneys watches my show, because I'm good friend with a lot of the attorneys of YSL. And they watch it. They're like, why does woman just keep running her mouth? Sylvia, tell her just to be quiet. They tell me that. I'm telling you.
But I'm just saying my opinion. I'm allowed to say my opinion.
And I'm just saying, but then they say, okay, you're going to mess up certain defense that they may have. They tell it.
I don't know their defense because I don't talk
What's up, that girl? That girl, that girl, that girl.
to their attorneys. Why do y'all keep thinking I'm talking to the attorneys?
I'm not saying you talk. I'm telling you that.
I'm saying to people because people keep saying, "Oh, it's your fault he got that charge." How? Because I didn't know nothing about that. So how was it my fault that he got hit with this charge when that's something I knew nothing about? I only know about things when they hit him with a charge. That's when I find out something, you know.
That's after the phone calls are played and they listen.
But they're still not about, no, that was never a phone call. He never even thought anything of that to even have a conversation about that. What are you talking about? That was something they was fishing for that Fourth Amendment stuff. That wasn't me and him talking about a white truck. Now him, the son and the wife talked about the white truck when they got it out of impound. They talked about the white truck. When they told her to get it, she had to drive it because of the G-Wagon. All this is on phone call. This ain't from me and him. This is what I heard on the phone call, right? Like everybody else heard.
You don't listen to the phone call.
Listen to those phone calls then, huh?
This was then, yeah. In the beginning of all of this, I listened.
Sylvia, stop sounding like me. That's exactly what I was saying to her. She don't listen to the phone calls. What are you talking about? She don't listen to these phone calls?
To a lot of stuff the first year. This is the first year he got arrested. I listened to a lot of stuff. I turned it off after after my name came out in the next year, and they started dragging me like a month after they started dragging me, or maybe 2 months. I stopped watching everything. I just didn't listen to anything. But this is the first year. The first year they talked about the truck. She had to go get it. She didn't like it. It was so big and bulky. You know, she wanted her G-Wagon. This is all on a phone call. All this is on a phone call. Because I listened to a lot of
that girl know what it is. True. Let me say true to your comment. She does hold her mouth, but it takes that much face energy for her to try to talk slang. You know. You feel me? You know, she caught in between 92 and about 2003, maybe, give or take. She's still there.
of the stuff, and they feel like I'm privy to something, but because I am more invested, because I care about the truth of the matter and I care about his freedom. Everybody else that listens to this is just listening to it for pure entertainment. They don't give a fuck. They just want to see this like a TV show to them. So they're not invested, and they don't look like I look, because this is somebody in my life that let me help you. You get me? So I dig a little deeper and I pay attention to things, but it's not like, and you're getting it confused, like, oh, no, I don't. When he was free, I had no conversations with him about his life. None. I give you my phone, you can look at the text messages. Nothing, right?
Hold on.
It's very shallow.
Hold on. Send it to me. P.O. Box, K Factor, Gulf Coast, Pensacola, Florida. Pick some number. Let me look. Let me take a look. Since you offered it up, let us take a look.
It's not a deep, It didn't get deep until he caught the case. He looked out for me when I got sick and checked on me every day when I got sick. And I felt some way about that, because people don't do that, especially people you just meet. I had just met him when I got sick 2 months in, you know, and that's what made me like, you know, and then we used to have conversations about our past, not what we're doing right now, but 20 years ago type of conversations. That's what we used to talk about, you know? So none of that was something that is, you know, related to what's going on with him today. None of that, because I was shocked. Just like he be shocked on some stuff. When I be telling him, he be shocked on the phone, like, what? You know? But all of that stuff. So They can say that, but unless I'm talking or I'm sitting with the lawyers and I'm all I'm not. I'm not sitting with them. I'm not privy. I'm not in the meetings with them. He's not telling me because every conversation is on a phone call. He's not.
Ma'am, if you don't listen, Sonya, it's late. Listen. You attempted to do this TV movie version style of you coming from Miami on a plane. I'm going up here. This man who's married to this famous woman, but I don't want to give her the credit for being famous. So I make her look like a nobody, but the person she worked for is a somebody. How I'm doing so far, Sonya. Okay. You come running your little fast ass up here. You were trying to meet with them lawyers. I already done spoke very clearly on. Even one of them, you let him, what can I say? Taste your garden. You feel me? Right? You came up here. You was the coach. That was your nickname, the coach. And if I understand correctly, you was the one putting the team together. So finally, one of them lawyers asked you, who the hell is you? And what has you got anything to do with this? Now, this one right here didn't. I think he took you up on the offer. Go ahead, though. Hold on. Funny, she got sick soon. Listen, real. It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, real. Let me read it first. Funny, she got sick soon after she supposedly met him. Did he give you something? You know what? Real. If that didn't pop up in my head 1,000 times. I mean, because she went with China quick. You hear me? She would have let that boy knock her off on the first day. But she had that grandbaby. The second day, it was on. These are her words, not mine. She even heckled him on it. Go back there and take your clothes off. And they both bust out laughing. Nesto didn't want to go in that deep because he ain't crazy. He know them calls being recorded. But because he was going in and out of an emotional break, he kept running that mouth. And she was edging it on. But I wonder, did she come up with the cooties? I used to wonder the same thing, real. I'm talking about right shortly afterwards. That's the first thing hit my head, but I don't know. I didn't really hear of anybody else looking at it that way. Shout out to Real Talk Bougie. Somebody let Real Talk Bougie know the K Factor gave her that shout out now that I done landed. Go ahead,
Not
Sonya.
telling me anything. Well, we talked about this today and this one. We went over this. So when I talk, it's my point of view, my opinion, and how I feel. That's it. And I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, you are. See, even I asked you a question about a year or so ago. Yeah. This is when you was the coach. So I said to Sylvia, ask the coach, will the team win this court championship? And she did answer me. She said, I don't know. I said, well, damn.
Because that has nothing to do with his defense with his team. I'm not at the meetings. They're not calling. Now I text and I give them, stuff, but they don't respond because I got subpoenaed.
Okay.
I'm open to risk, and I'm fine with that. I
That's
respect
why,
that.
that's what I'm saying, because you
Yeah,
said it right there. You say you're open to risk, so that's why you should.
that's why they don't talk to me, and that's why when I talk, it's not a privy conversation. It's not. Oh, she telling up. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't know. I only know what's on the phone calls, which they're playing. So I don't get why people keep talking when all the phone calls are being played and the DA listens to all the phone calls. Everything I know is on a phone call and from a phone call to him.
But okay, you're saying you listen to the phone calls, right?
And
But
this is the first year we're talking, the first year and a half. We're 3.5 years in now. So you're talking about a year and a half of me and him not talking. Other than how your day, okay, click. How you feel? Happy. All right, click. What you need? Okay, bye. That's the conversations we have. We don't have da 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 da. You know.
shout out to hey guys, thank you for the $2 super chat. She asked how you gross over.
Gloss over. The CPSA charge is concerning. No. Because we already had the conversations when he got the charge 2-3 years ago. So why would I have a concern today when I had the concern 3 years ago? The concern is still there, but I'm not going to act. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, you know, somebody died 3 years ago, and then you talk about it today. Well, you don't look, why aren't you crying? Because that was 3 years ago.
You go crazy.
Same thing.
Not the same thing, but okay.
The CP and the SA, that was found out 3 years ago. So me and her talking about it today, it's old news. What am I supposed to, what am I supposed to, you know? It's old news. We waiting for court. I have no reaction other than let's go to court.
My only concern is just dropped it, and then a few months later pick it up. Don't drop it. That's my thing.
It's a game. That's all I'm saying. It's a fucking game. And this is my opinion. It's a game.
That is
you gotta reset the clock, you know, and then it's leverage, because we're gonna keep this in the closet just in case this case don't go like it, because they know some things. You gotta understand, when a prosecutor knows things that should free a person, they're not gonna say it. How often have you?
That's called you're telling me that they're gonna withhold exculpatory evidence? Do you even know what that is? Do you know how many attorneys done been disbarred for such activity? Okay, let me shut up. Let me let you go ahead. I'm not going to get into that. Exculpatory evidence. What they call that, ma'am. They'll be in some hell of a trouble. Just like you learned in the YSL case, you can't do an ex parte. The state and the judge can't go meet with a witness without the defense being in on it. You feel me?
Have you ever seen a prosecutor come to court and dismiss something because we got the wrong person, or they don't, this, you know what I'm saying? They don't. Take Tory Lane's case.
Hold on Tory Lane for a minute. I want to look at something even better. Hold on. I want to run this slick mouth over here real quick.
So days straight.
I was reading some of the comments because two people already, they posted something, and then they actually posted when you and her was on the phone, and y'all called your brother, and then he said, let me call you back, I'm in a bad area. And then you hung up and called me, and I was like, I was on the phone with your brother when you was on the phone trying to call your brother. They put that shit on the internet today.
That was some slick shit there too. Did you hear her? Did you hear? I remember this. This was some slick shit between her and Lamont.
Phone, and y'all called your brother.
And then started all over.
Said, let me call you back. I'm gonna think some of the comments. because two people already, they posted something, and then they actually posted when you and her was on the phone, and y'all called your brother, and then he said, let me call you back, I'm in a bad area. And then you hung up and called me, and I was like, I was on the phone with your brother when you was on the phone trying to call your brother. They put that shit on the internet today. So they commented about the radio show this morning. I was trying to see, what they got out of it. You had a couple people that was like, yeah, black people need to support black people. But then you had a couple people was like, saying she's still stupid, and just still on the negative stuff,
That's fine. All that's cool. I know we're not worrying about none of that. Them people, I ain't thinking about that. So they put that on there today.
This right after me and you got off the phone.
Okay. So that's supposed to be their backlash.
They still trying. That's why I was trying to read to see.
So they straight.
So I was reading some of the comments because two people already, they posted something, and then they actually posted when you and her was on the phone, and y'all called your brother, and then he said, let me call you back, I'm in a bad area. And then you hung up and called me, and I was like, I was on the phone with your brother when you was on the phone trying to call your brother. They put that shit on the internet today. So they comment.
All right. Take down notes real quick. When Beetlejuice coughed, that fake cough, or that clearing her throat, just know either the bullshit just came out of her mouth, she's in the midst of the bullshit, or in a few seconds, the bullshit is about to come. Are we clear? Keep that in mind.
About the radio show this morning. I was trying to see, what they got out of it. You had a couple people that was like, yeah, black people need to support black people. But then you had a couple people was like, saying she's still stupid, and just still on the negative stuff,
That's fine. All that's cool. I know we're not worrying about none of that. Them people, I ain't thinking about that.
Nesto, it would have been a good look if you would have jumped up to that screen and said, hey, let me tell you one thing about my wife. She might be a lot of things. She ain't stupid. She ain't stupid like some people I know. That would have been a good look for you, Nesto. I can't stand that shit. I'm just letting you know, as a 50, I will be 54 this year if I get there. Brother, with a wife, I am not Moses, I'm not Jesus. I'm just a man. But you's a low down son of a gun for letting that woman pronounce, sing, hum, whistle, anything with your wife's name, title, or position. And for that reason right there, I'm on your ass, boy.
So they put that on there today.
This right after me and you got off the phone.
Okay. So that's supposed to be their backlash.
They still trying. That's why I was trying to read to see what can you turn this into,
Right. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Right now, I need to concentrate on me being free and let them. What you say?
I said my call.
Yeah, and your cough, your health, make sure you're good. All that other shit don't even mean nothing to me because they got that. They're gonna handle that over there. Me, I'm already destroyed on their end. So ain't no coming back from that. You understand what I'm saying? Now you see, now you're talking about, after 6 months, everything gonna be lovely-dovey. No, ma'am. Nah.
Do you feel some type of way?
No.
Do you? Because she knows she's the feeling police. She want to know. That thing be wanting to know as you sinking into that quicksand. She just want to know how you feeling. I ain't gonna say the next thing coming out my mouth because they'll shut this channel down. I can't stand that shit. I can't stand it.
I don't. That's an egg in your face.
Right here?
That's an egg in your face. Yes, it is.
Oh, my face?
Yeah, boom, y'all. Yeah, because you're like, oh, it's after 6 months. Everything going to go back to normal. There's no normal. You can't go back to normal no more after that. That's over with for that.
I was okay with that.
No, I'm saying, no, you're not listening.
I hear what you're saying.
Me, it ain't.
Here come the bullshit. Because, listen, she wants you to dog your wife out. Tell her how pretty she is and how much you need her being Sonya, in your life. She want to hear you cut up.
It ain't got nothing to do with me. It take two people to tangle, right?
Yeah, but you still can feel some type of way.
No, just on my.
Come on, Nesto. Give us some feelings. Something. Give us something. You see she not going away. She want to feeling check you. You bobblehead looking ass boy, you.
Me? Do I feel some kind of way?
Yeah, you feel some type of way. She checking though. She checking. See that feeling? She doing a double check. One check y'all know. I'll tell you the other check maybe later.
Wait, that what you saying? Well, first of all, this is what I feel. I feel that it wasn't right. The whole thing that went down since I've been in here. None of this wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel some kind of way with that. I feel how they are being prosecuted as well with me. That's the part I don't like.
It is, and they keep trying to throw the daughter in there, and they keep trying to say she apologized to Steve, but she didn't apologize to her daughter and her granddaughter.
You want to pour it on some more, don't you, Sonya? He didn't go quite where you wanted him to go then. So you want to pour a little bit more on. Hey, girl, I don't know about nobody else. But being Dion, we can see through your shit.
I'm sitting here like nothing was done to them. So what are y'all talking about?
Listen, man, that shit gonna get, in a minute, all the daughter friends gonna come out and talk about the daughter in a minute. Trust me. Because that's a bitch.
I mean, but there is no case with the daughter. The daughter just said something was in her name, which I guess the place where y'all live, she was listed, but that's still nothing because you have to put everybody over 18 on the thing. Anybody that stays in that house has to list.
Yeah, but it was never nothing, period. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
It's never nothing, period. I didn't know nothing about none of that shit. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
That's what I'm saying, right, that Erica did all that.
And Sonya was really, 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 see, it was a dagger to her too. Dr. Clark, how are you? Ernie, what were you feeling when you were scamming your victim? You heard what Dr. Clark asked you. You heard Dr. Clark. Go ahead.
All that stupid shit.
Yeah, but I didn't know nothing about none of that shit. So so right now, I don't have no good face until I save my face. So I'm not concerned about that. That part I'm not concerned about, none of that. What I'm concerned about is over with now. They feel better. They got it out off their chest. They feel better. Now, can they sleep at night to try to figure out what the fuck really happened? Why is all this happening? I can't answer that.
If anybody running to Sister Shirley, ask her how she's sleeping. I'm going to put all my money on she's sleeping just fine. Just fine and dandy.
You know what I'm saying? But they got it off their chest. I'm out the way. I'm not dealing with them folks no more. You understand what I'm saying?
You talking like you dumped her. Pride, boy.
Basically what they said. I'm not dealing with them folks no more. No matter what, I'm not dealing with them more. So if you read 20 lines, it's there. So what else is next? So it don't even matter. Yeah, it don't.
Watch your back now, son. Watch your back. I don't know.
It don't matter. Huh? They feel better. They got it out off their chest. They feel better. Now, can they sleep at night to try to figure out what the fuck really happened? Why is all this happening? I can't answer that. You understand what I'm saying? But they got it off their chest. I'm out the way. I'm not dealing with them folks no more. You understand what I'm saying? That's basically what they said. I'm not dealing with them folks no more. No matter what, I'm not dealing with them more. So if you read 20 lines, it's there. So what else is next? So it don't even matter. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Huh?
I didn't say nothing. I'm just listening to you.
Yeah. So you asked me about this part here. So it doesn't even matter no matter more. Everybody done made their mind up what they're gonna do. Now what's gonna happen here? Once I get free, that's what everybody gonna be afraid of. Right now, it's like I ain't going nowhere. Fuck it. So we're gonna do whatever we want to do. Kind of makes sense.
I think her issue is more so the infidelity. I don't think it's because the case part, the worst came in January when they brought that other shit up, So, and she still was around. She was around till July. So when it made big news, and she should have addressed it then, but they adjusted it today.
She wanted Shirley to come on so bad. She wanted to see somebody put a camera in front of Shirley's face with Shirley weeping and crying and snot and shit coming out her nose and her eyes because Sonya took her man. That's what Sonya wanted. She wanted that. Yep. She wants. You know what? I ain't even gonna go there.
Well, first of all, one more time. All of that is I'm good where I'm at in state of mind. I did apologize. I did forewarn these folks before all this finna get started anyway. Am I wrong?
No, I heard it.
Okay, so I ain't making this shit up. So I tried. They did what they want to do. Everybody did what they want to do. That's fine.
Well, she just didn't hear. That's what it was. She didn't get it. She didn't get what you was trying to say. Save yourself. Save yourself.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what's going down. Because we're dealing with some crooked ass cops. So.
Yeah.
Dealing with crooked ass Roswell.
Yeah. But I love your hair. Your hair is pretty. Thank you so very much. It's very, very pretty. So I guess I'll hear I'll hear the girlfriend, hear about the girlfriend later. Because I never heard that about the girlfriend. I want to hear
Your wife never said anything. Not one word. No public statement whatsoever. And yes, I'm counting YouTube, TikTok, all of that. You can use all of that to make a public statement. She made none.
The girlfriend talk. The girlfriend.
When they talk about the girlfriend?
I want to hear the part about the girlfriend when the girlfriend was talking.
You want to hear some recordings with the girlfriend?
Yeah, I want to hear that part because I never heard it. I want to hear what they hear.
Okay, we'll listen to that. We'll listen to that later.
Yeah, I want to.
Because they got some new ones.
Oh, they got some new ones.
But what's so weird about, we already know prosecutor lied. They looking for those tapes. Everybody's looking for those tapes when the prosecutor said all this running to Dubai, running to Florida. So everybody's trying to find these tapes that don't exist because it was never said. So that's going to be something he going to have to answer to while you stood in court and told that lie, not one lie, but two lies about fleeing out the country and fleeing out the state and not coming back to court. He got to answer to that shit. He got they have insurance.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know how that go. So, yeah, I gotta laugh because does it hurt on the inside? I gotta laugh and I goddamn cry.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, because
this is this right here.
Really talk.
No, I can't talk. My mom
they take anything like the blog. They take anything and twist it and just say, see what
she took you away from your original thought. You was about to go there. You was about to answer her previous question to you. You remember? How do you feel? And you was just about to tell her She knew it too. She called and did what they call redirect. Huh? That's what you call redirection now.
He said that. See, what he really was saying was just like when they be on them drug tap calls and they be talking, they be trying to sit there and decipher stuff and like, okay, so when he said tires, he actually meant this, you know, and it's like.
But here's the thing. I didn't say anything to criminalize myself. Period.
Yeah, mate.
Incriminate yourself, son. This boy here in his 35 plus 10 plus. You know what? Hold that right there. Hold that right there. I want to come back over here.
When the guy came up and said the guy never had a gun, he went over there and broke up the fight. He had nothing to do with it, but he's sitting in jail for 10 years. And the police knew, prosecutor, everybody knew the guy was innocent, but he's sitting in jail for 10 years. So it's a game. This is a game. It's leverage.
And that's my only concern with that.
It's leverage.
When
they dismissed it and they brought it back because it's leverage.
When I went into the system, I looked up the case number and it says closed. The case said closed for that particular case number. And then a few months later, they bring
a real. Like, hey, diddle, diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Yeah, I'm old school.
Right back. It did.
But why close it in the first place? If he actually did that, and this is actually a crime, then you charge him and you indict him and let's go to trial. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to play the game. Dismiss, bring it back, dismiss, bring it back. Why? What changed? You have the computer and you say you have the evidence on his computer. Let's go to trial. Why did you dismiss it in the first place?
And that's what the judge Adam told them. She told them that.
She told them to go ahead and indict. She said indict by next month. She said you got 30 days to indict them.
That's exactly
on that and the R case. They told him.
And she did. She told them that.
Did they? What she say? The DA said, "Oh, but we're still investigating, and that's why we haven't." Because she said, "Why haven't you indicted him yet?" Well, we're still doing some investigation. And I was like, "That was a lie." That was a lie.
Let me bring it up, her video. Go ahead and talk.
That was a lie. I said, because when we went to court for the plenary hearing, they specifically said there was nothing other than her saying it. That was it. So what are you investigating? She didn't go to the hospital. She didn't take pictures. She didn't tell nobody, is what they said at court. So what's the investigation? Take it to trial. Take it to trial.
That girl, not only is she ready and willing to have no part in this, really, she ready for trial. And most importantly of all, she want Nesto to take that stand. If Sonya, I'm gonna take a wild shot at this. I'm going to go on the record right now. What am I looking at? 9:53 Central Time, February the 20th, 2026. If this goes all the way, Nesto get on that stand. The moment they're finished with the 19-year-old and Sonya has everything she needs, she going to drop that boy like hot coal. Promise you. Wooten was really ready to go to trial, but Hoover needed more time.
So that's where I'm at. So outside of that, let's go to trial on it. Bring it to trial with the evidence. But yes, why did you dismiss it and bring it back? Dismiss it, bring it back. What reason?
But
that's reason. Did y'all lose the computer? Oops, then we found it. Oops, we lost it again. Oops, we found it. It's a computer that you claim is his. Y'all did your due diligence, like you're supposed to before you charge somebody. Now indict and go to trial with the evidence that you have, and they come to court with the evidence that they have.
When they use the word thorough, do you know what that means, Sonya? When they want to make sure everything is thorough, who time you think they moving on? Theirs or Nesto?
What's so crazy is when they have these one-sided hearings and he's supposed to win, but he can't talk. And I'm trying to figure out, when have you ever had a one-sided argument and a person is supposed to have fair game of winning and they can't talk?
Ma'am. God, I didn't know. Ma'am, he's presumed innocent. Along with that, he has the right to remain silent. In language that you understand, he has the right to shut the hell up. Because, as he knows now, what he say or do can and will be held against him in a court of law. I'll go a step further. It is advised by most defense attorneys that their client do not take the stand because they subject to open themselves up to what they call a cross examination. And in a cross examination, in case you didn't know, if you look closely, you can even lead a little bit. Now, maybe I'm gonna went too far up there, Sonya. My bad. I done went too far over your head. Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
How do you win that and you can't have a conversation because we're not in trial yet and he can't talk?
That's right.
Which is weird to me.
How?
That you have a hearing, and I can't say anything at this hearing, or I can't be put on the stand, to testify my side of the story. For some reason, they got to kind of finesse it and win the argument without, him saying anything.
Shout out to Sylvia. Shout out to phone calls from prison, too. But my bottom screen.
And it's a he say, she say situation,
Mm-hmm.
That's all. But yeah, I don't know. That's why I say when people keep saying that, like, what are you talking about?
Well, I'm trying to bring up that hearing. Just bear with me a second.
You said 30 minutes, girl. We're gonna get in trouble.
Oh, I gotta go. It was 30 minutes yesterday, so don't even try, okay?
I'm just going by what you said.
Okay. I lied then. I lied, okay?
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
That was yesterday. Hold on, trying to bring it up.
Can one of y'all fix her sleeve for me? That shit is irritating me so bad. It's like I want to reach up there and fold it back for her, like I used to do maybe one of the kids or something back when they were young. All right, one of y'all got to say something.
See, I'm in my RV. I'm in my RV. I'm in the baby. It's the quietest place because the kids is loud.
Where they at?
They in the house. I'm in the RV.
Okay, here it is. Here we go. I got the hearing. Hold on a second, y'all. Here we go.
I'm gonna skip through that hearing. It was really no interest of, well, let's see.
That almost 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't show his neck too much. She get heat flash, boy, when she see his neck. I done heard a lot of things in my life, but I've never heard a female say to anyone, I think his neck is sexy. Let's switch it around. I've never been out with the fellas and one of the brothers leaned over and said, yo, K Factor, she got a sexy neck. Come on. Oh, well, hell, I'll narrate. Y'all two, it's 2 against 1 now. Oh, no, I can't do this. Let me just skip right on past that. I'm going to skip it right there in front of y'all. Yeah, let's get on past this. Y'all hang, wait a minute. Y'all hang in here with this. I'm going to reach over here and turn my air conditioner off. Y'all go ahead.
She repeatedly stated that she did not want to engage in sexual activity with him. He did threaten her and insist that she needed to engage in these activities and that he could help her with her career. He also forced her to sign a contract in blood.
What does that mean?
Basically, he pricked her finger.
I'm still waiting there for that blood part. I haven't heard about that blood part anymore.
The who?
What?
Remember, she said that he's had her sign a contract in blood.
What? What the? What?
You didn't hear about that?
I heard about that. I did.
Yeah.
A blood contract. Huh.
Yeah, okay.
Took the blood and gave her sign. She was young, getting 19, and felt compelled and coerced into these activities. Furthermore, we would say that he is a flight risk worker. There were several jail calls where he talked about leaving the country. One jail call, he talked about having to learn his first goodbye because he had the means to do so. There were other jail calls where he discussed going out of state to Florida.
Here we go. Go to Florida part.
She's just repeating what Kevin said, because Kevin said that first, all of that stuff first.
Okay, but I was just playing it. She said it too.
Other locations, but not only to the Asian community and the Florida, the victim is still very scared for her life. She is not pregnant for today, but it's just her, the fact that she's still severely traumatized and it's the fear of him intimidating and coming to get her if he was to get out. The state, Your Honor, based on all those facts and the fact that he does have several cycles for criminal history. He had 19 cycles and at least 4 convictions. One conviction was in 1988 for theft. Another conviction was in 1990 for armed robbery and possession of a firearm. And another conviction, he had armed robbery again. That was related to the failure to appear as discussed.
Dr. Clark, I'll tell you what, go look at the one she did last night, or maybe it was the night before last. Look at the latest one. I might go try to dig it up real quick. I mean, it should be at the top. If that ain't the uniest foo-foo thing I ever seen in my life, I'm talking about, Dr. Clark, it'll make you wonder about gravity, huh? We need to call up Sir Isaac Newton. Oh, let me stop, because some people don't like, they like for me to just stick to this content. I can't talk no history or science. Dr. Clark, I'm getting up out of that science. Hey, sweet, how do you do? Come on in.
Was that a conviction in 2004, or has that case not been formally charged?
The armed robbery.
And let me just be clear, counsel, I'm not interested in cycles. I'm interested in felony convictions.
Yes, Your Honor. These are convictions that I'm relating to, Your Honor.
Right. So we have a
Where she said conviction. She's not interested in cycles.
That's what we'll keep always bringing up.
Yeah.
And the other chick was bringing up stuff, and it was not convictions.
Yeah. So that's what she said. She wants conviction, not cycles.
Mm-hmm.
Or just charges and
1990 armed robbery or 1990.
Because that's something that was proved.
And in 1992 armed robbery again, Your Honor, there was also a 2006 false statement, guilty conviction, Your Honor,
All right, so let's go back to the 1988 theft case. Where did that occur?
in Fulton County, Your
Before what judge?
Honor.
It didn't happen. No, she was never prepared either.
What was the
I know she
sentence?
got fucked out.
And you know, she doesn't even work for there anymore. She's gone. She's no longer there.
Your Honor, because that case was in 1988, I do not have the full reading.
To that attorney's credit, she probably saw them images and some of that stuff I heard some of y'all read out was on them charges. That woman probably threw up. That woman probably said, is this what my job consists of? I'm getting the hell out of here. Bye, Alicia.
I do know that he was sentenced to 4 years of probation and that it occurred, the sentencing was in August of 1989.
And the 1990 armed robbery, what jurisdiction?
That was in Cobb County, Your Honor.
The sentence in that case?
Let me get her some help up there. Hold on, baby. Let me get you some help up there. Let me see, can I balance this screen right? There you go. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me dap you down a little bit more. There you go. Working between them two attorneys right there. Get you some help.
Look how unprepared she is.
Your Honor, I do not have the sentence for the Cobb County. I do know that it was a 10-year conviction. And
Did we sentence to 10 years?
yes, Your Honor, 10 years of confinement.
Let me just suggest to the state that going forward, when we have these kinds of hearings, the prior history is helpful to the court.
So pause that. He was sentenced to 10 years, right? Remember, they're trying to go to Rico and say that he committed a crime every 4 years. So when he was sitting in jail for 10 years, how is he able to commit a crime every 4 years?
Ma'am, are you saying he cannot commit a crime while doing time for a crime? He can't get an assault on a correctional officer or inmate? Contraband? Contraband. Yeah, somebody corrected me on that one day. Contraband. Huh? He has to be out in the free world. That's the only place he can commit a crime. You see, that wouldn't have held water if your ass was up on that stand asking that same dumbass question. How could he commit a crime if he was already locked up for 10 years? I'd have brung my, how old is that boy of mine? My 16-year-old. He'd have came in and dusted your ass.
Okay.
I'm just saying that was the argument for Rico, that you have to commit a crime every 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
He sat in jail for 10 years.
Now, you know what? I don't know if I could dispute her on that or not, because I'm not looking at any material or anything. I don't know if that's true or not. So she might get a chance to slide by. I never heard of it that way, but okay, I'll leave that there. Hey, if one of y'all come join me over there on KaazonSr, y'all go join and subscribe. I want to come up being able to go live over there. I'm going to be able to tag some of this stuff and hit on it a little differently than on the entertainment side. So y'all do that for you. That's KaazonSr. The link is in the description. Yep. Come on, YouTube.
So in the 10 years,
Didn't he just meet Shirley like the 2 years before?
You know what, Dr. See? Oh, boy, I got the tightest goddamn chat up in here. Dr. Clark said he's committing crimes now while incarcerated by using other inmates' PIN numbers and devices. Huh? Did I not? See? Dr. Clark. Real said he was never out of prison no more than 4 years before he would end up back inside anyway.
They got married
I'm not
or
laughing.
something like that?
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
I
Oh, the
think
girl
I
gone.
don't know.
Okay, hold on.
Because they got
Lawyer.
married 2016, right?
15.
15? Okay, 2015 they got married. 2013 was when he supposedly got out, right?
No, got out in 08 or something around there.
I thought he went back to jail again.
So no, what they did was when he got out, because he had a case pending when he went to jail initially, I thought I told you this. They never went to jail to pick him up to say, let's hear this other case that you have. They waited till he was freed. And then what they did was they hit him with the conviction and gave him time served. But it happened after he got out. You get me? But the crime happened before he went to jail. But they didn't bring him to court until after he got out of jail. So that's why the dates on that is what it is. But the crime was, the date of the crime was before he went to jail on that 10-year.
But didn't he get arrested in between the time of getting married while he was with Shirley? Because I remember one of the things that when I was looking in the docket, a couple of those things was she was trying to get it expunged for him. And when I was looking at the docket, I saw that an application for expungement.
I don't know about that.
But it was something that she was asking for them to remove some stuff off his record.
Because Shirley's smarter than you. No, you wouldn't have. You see, Sonya, you down on the 3rd floor. Shirley way up there on the 100th floor. You know what I mean? Of course you would have never knew that. Hell, he didn't even probably know. That's why he was a fool. I say a fool for rocking with you. A straight fool. I think there's even a script in the Bible that says, you fool. That boy a fool.
I remember
that. I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
So I don't know his business. Remember, I told you that. I only know what y'all know.
I know there was at one point trying to get his record cleared.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell no. You ain't putting me or my chat or any of my fam up in that. Hell no. We do. Don't put us up in that. You got it. You got it, sis.
That includes the date of conviction, the nature of the charge, the jurisdiction, and the sentence. All of that information. I don't know what other judges need, but that's what I need.
Thank you.
As to the 1992 armed robbery.
That was in Douglas County, Your Honor. He was sentenced to 10 years.
So is that a concurrent sentence to the Cobb case?
It is, Your Honor.
And was it a straight custodial sentence?
It was 10 years of confinement.
Right. And when I say straight, was there any period of probation or?
No, Your Honor, it was like a straight custodial.
Finish my question, Ms. Taylor.
I'm trying to get jiggy with these graphics. I'm trying to put her right up over Sonya. Let me stop. I'm sorry, fam. I was being silly. Sorry.
All right, and the 4th conviction was what?
It was for giving false statements, Your Honor, in Cobb County on August 9th.
Right. And to add on to what you're saying, real, yeah, he got arrested 3 times while they were married. That's right. And there is a phone call where Shirley was like heated with his ass. Like, yo, you got to straighten this stuff up. Get this stuff up off you.
9th of 2006.
2006.
Sentence.
Wait a minute, how is that possible? Whoa. You said 2006. So how is that possible if he's in jail? Hello?
What'd you say?
On this thing, she's saying 2006, he got in trouble for giving false statement. So how is he in giving false statement and he's in jail?
2006 and he's still in jail.
He's still in jail. My question is, did they verify if it is him? Because
if it's him or if because it's 15 million Ernest Williams in Georgia.
I saw some birthdays and it did not match his birthdays. I was like, did these people?
They did that when they was trying to say the story, talking about, yeah, he got 23 months for armed robbery, but it was another Ernest Williams who was in jail at the same time for, around this case, who got sentenced. He was in his 20s. And the bloggers try to put that and say that was him. And I'm like, do your math. The boy's in his 20s. That's not Nesto's case. That's a whole nother Ernest Williams.
Because I saw somebody's birthday was
It's a popular name in the South, apparently.
And there was somebody on July 1963, a birthday, July. And I'm like, did they check to make sure this is the same person? And even the spelling of the name was totally different.
Well, you know that wouldn't have been him. His birthday is on January the 9th. January the 9th is his birthday. You got that, Sylvia?
Spell it without the A.
Mm-hmm.
So did they? I don't know. I hope
There's the middle initial on there, the L.
Yeah, it was an L, but it was a different L.
And it was right.
There's one that has
I'm about to choke to death in here.
Barn, and there's one that has Levette.
Mm-hmm.
Two different names. And I was like, did they check to make sure this is the right?
Hold on, 'cause they babbling. Dr. Clark says, Sonya, you barely knew Ernie, except for go back there and take your clothes off on that second day before he was incarcerated. Now you're acting like you were around him 24/7. Boy, she be going in and out of everything, boy.
Right guy. Because that will make a difference too.
Yeah.
But I guess they'll do that afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
She's not prepared. Look at this.
He was sentenced to 1 year of confinement, Your Honor. Straight confinement.
What the jurisdiction for that one again, please?
That was in Cobb County.
Cobb. Anything else?
No, there are several pending charges. They are CP numbers. The state is intending to indict them.
I'd like to know a bit about those because when I look at the booking information, I have there quite a number, as you've indicated, cycles, but I'm unable to tell what the status of most of these cases is. So how many pending unindicted cases are there?
So there are one, two, there are.
Okay, sorry guys, but there's somebody I just blocked because they come in here with the attacks on me. So if you feel that you need to attack me in this chat, I will be blocking you because I'm not going to tolerate it. So somebody just got blocked.
I, on the other hand, am a man. You will really, 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 really have to be way out there, far past the YouTube guidelines for me to block you. Blocking nobody. Speak your piece.
4 pending unindicted cases, Your Honor. There were 2 others that were dismissed, but will likely be brought again. There's pending investigation on those cases, Your Honor.
Do you have the incident dates from the pending cases?
So one date was on July 12th. Another one was on
July 12th of what year?
I'm sorry, one case is September 27th of 2021.
All right, you're losing the counsel. Are we talking about July 12th or September?
I'm sorry, yes, September.
Date again, please. Can we pull the door up? I can't hear.
September 27th, 2021. It is a theft by deception case.
What jurisdiction are all of these in Fulton? Right.
There is another case that is June 23rd of 2021. It is a theft by deception again.
And the other thing, people cannot come in here and tell me what to do with my channel. And that other person just got blocked. Thank you. Have a good night.
There
Ooh.
is a case from July 7th of 2022. It is for possession of child pornography.
Now get ready to hear what the judge says about this child P thing.
And there is, if you're ready on, there's also a case for Death by dissection of June 4th of 2022, also in Fulton County. Death by dissection.
So I guess the question becomes, if you contend that he's such a danger to the community and a flight risk, why do you have all these pending cases, particularly the one involving child?
Y'all hear that? Why do you have all these pending cases if he's such a danger to society? Why haven't you guys indicted him yet?
Indicted.
That's what she said. If he's such a danger to society, why haven't you indicted him yet? Which is true. Why not indict him? Why still holding it out?
So I guess the question becomes, if you contend that he's such a danger to the community and a flight risk, why do you have all these pending cases, particularly the one involving child pornography, that involves allegations of child pornography?
Yes, Your Honor. We've been in contact with the law enforcement agency, and we're awaiting several pieces of child sexually explicit material that had to be viewed before we indicted. We want to make
It had to be viewed before.
Had to be viewed. But the
before-
investigator who wrote the warrant was the one who did it. They had a specialist. So who else needs to see it? If you read the warrant, the beginning of it, the guy tells you who he is. Special investigator, da 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 da. Not no any old body. You get me?
He says, personally came M. Sokra by oath to the best of his knowledge and ability. Sworn the child pornography possessed material which depicted minors or a portion of minors' body, E, felony. And it gave you 16, 12, 100 and all that. Okay. And they put it in on, this was January.
January 2023.
Yeah, January 11th.
Date of possession, January 2020.
Do me a favor, hit that like button for me so they'll know I'm relevant. They'll know we were here. Do it for me, please.
3. How does he possess it after the fact? There's download dates. Whenever you got something on your computer, there's dates attached to everything. Why weren't those dates used?
Well, here's the thing right here. It says between 7/07/2022 through.
That's when he got arrested.
But he
didn't have possession of it.
But
he didn't have the computer no more.
But my thing is, how can
Sonya, ma'am, she said 7/7. That's July the 7th. Okay, fine. If you want to say that the laptop wasn't in a briefcase in his hand when he was outside the vehicle when approached by a Roswell detective, police officer, whatever she was, whatever her rank. It still was in his truck. Now, I said this once, I said this twice. In my opinion, it was an illegal search of the truck. And I know by saying that all the fruit of the poisonous tree that many of us been riding Nesto ass on would have went out the window. It's being appealed, but as it stands right now, his ass on the crucifix.
You say he has it between that date and he's in jail. That means he should have it the days before then.
You should have had it on the dates that's on the computer that shows when it was opened and downloaded with an IP address. Everything on a computer has a date, a time, and an IP address.
I have no problem with that part, Sonya. I will give you a slight nod to that. I understand the point that you're trying to make. Every computer is just like a fingerprint. That's true.
But see,
everything.
I'm saying the date that they have on this document here has July 7th, 2022.
His arrest date.
and through January 11, 2023. So therefore,
That's the indictment.
the date of the things that they were downloaded.
And why not? Because you're supposed to put the date of the crime. The date of the crime is the date he downloaded it. And every date he opened it. And if he sent it to somebody, those will be the dates you use.
That's true.
If I murdered somebody, they're not going to say the date I got arrested was the day I murdered somebody and I killed somebody 3 years ago.
But if you murdered somebody and they caught your ass on the same day, wouldn't that make your argument go out the window with the bathwater?
That's true.
The date of I've argued this since day one when I saw the warrant. Where is the
Who did you argue in front of? What judge you argued this in front of? You little law and order watcher, you.
IP address? Where is the date of the downloads? And my speculation, because I know it's a used computer, it was bought at a pawn shop by his wife.
Hey, listen. I forgot she said this part right here. So my show can continue to get to the end here. I'm going to take a deep breath because how I want to come out my mouth could, possibly get me in a situation. So I'm going to take a deep breath. That was some low down shit right there, Sonya. Now. One of them little slide winders out there might be like, no, she just down for her man, even if she got to go up against his wife. Okay. Why try to implicate her in this as if you were sitting in the car? You at best going by what, 1, 2, third party hearsay? Man, that's called hearsay. You don't know that. You heard that. And I'm going to get on Nesto's ass on another day for even having this conversation in your presence.
That this is stuff that was already on there, and they won't say the dates because it'll prove that these are old imageries from 20 years ago, because it's one of them thick, old-ass computers.
But this is what I'm talking about right now. And look at the information you just given right there.
That's not information. That's common sense. That's not information.
No,
I read the warrant. Listen, I read the warrant, and that's what came to my head. That wasn't a conversation between me and him.
No, you just said,
I read the warrant, and I want to know why.
You just said the wife purchased the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Just said, but see, nobody knows that. See,
yes, they do. I just told you I found out everything on a phone call from him. He told me over the phone while he was in jail.
But see,
that they do know it, because if you listen to the phone calls, it's on the phone calls. Do you understand? I do not repeat anything that's not on the phone call.
No, I don't understand. Yes, he did mention that to you on a phone call. He didn't tell them that. Not that I'm aware of. I don't even think he gave no statement other than permission to go inside the truck. That's a low blow there.
Okay, so if it's on a phone call, everybody can hear it, and the DA heard it. That's what I'm saying to you. This is how I heard it. From a phone call. How else would I know? I didn't know nothing about that stuff. He didn't think nothing of that stuff when he had that computer. Hey, this is a computer I got from my wife at a pawn shop. He didn't think to mention that. This happened after the charge came.
But that's what
after the warrant was read over the phone. Right, but it's too late on that, because he said it. I didn't. He said it.
But this is what I'm saying. The information y'all saying, y'all talking too much. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
I know what you're saying, but that's something that he said. You get me? I'm just there listening. I'm just there listening. He's talking, he's venting, he's whatevering. I'm just listening. So don't come at me about it. It ain't my fault I'm hearing it. You know, y'all keep on saying, I'm just hearing it. Just like y'all hear it, I heard it. Because I don't know anything. Only thing I'm doing is hearing it.
No, but you be asking him questions. You be leading him into certain areas of interest for you. Why? I have not gotten to the end of yet, but I have my suspicion.
Everything I know is from a phone call. That's it. It's not nothing that me and him talked about before this happened. Everything the DA can hear because it's on a phone call. But when y'all try to say stuff, the DA already know because he said it on a phone call to me. I didn't say it. I didn't know about this stuff. Me and him didn't talk about this before he went to jail. So stop pointing the finger at me like I'm wrong. I heard it. Just like y'all hear me, I heard him.
No, I'm just saying that the
I get what you're saying, but it ain't on me because it came out of his mouth, not mine. It didn't come out my mouth. So you could, but the DA heard it too. So you're trying to say I'm smarter than the DA?
No, I was just saying because the conversation you guys were having on the phone call that gave ammunition to the DA. That's all I'm saying.
No, because every phone call came from a charge. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not like he just started talking randomly and then, ooh, you got a charge. That's not how it happened. When they hit him with a charge, that's when he said this, that, just like with the white truck. None of that, no conversation was had about the white truck until they hit him with this crap about the white truck. Then, okay, then me and him talked about it. And you got to remember, the DA is privy to more information to his phones, computers, to this, to that. You know what I'm saying? Their scope of investigation is by far much wider. They can get into his emails, his phone, his whatever. Right? So it's no secret if it's on his stuff. That's just what it is. It's not a secret. But it wasn't a crime because that's how he purchased everything.
Okay, let me finish playing.
Go ahead.
But how sure you have to be for something that's alleged to have occurred over a year ago? Right? And the reason I'm asking that question is because if the state contends, as you've argued, and I think I understand your argument to some extent, that Mr. Williams is dangerous. If he was arrested for child pornography in July of 22, and the state wasn't diligent in moving forward with prosecution, he's back out. Now we have a second alleged victim of similar crimes.
Your Honor, actually, the case was kind of simultaneous.
What's the incident date for this case?
When he was arrested,
I just need to know the incident date.
This case was July of 2022.
All right. July of what? When I say this case, I mean the CP case for which the court is holding the bond here.
Okay.
The judge is asking the same question you just asked about the date of occurrence, and they're going to give the date of his arrest.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're going to give the date of his arrest. So, because she said it happened simultaneously. I get it. I get it now.
Let me tell you. Well, that's a lie. They can't even say that. They can't even say that. And they know this because when they arrested him, they knew this because remember all the luggage was in the car. Remember she said that, oh, his luggage was in the car.
None of these.
When he was in court. Remember
even when I didn't hear about the go ahead, finish.
So the cop chick was saying about, how we were sitting in front of the house waiting for him to show up, and he was coming down the street, and I turned around and followed him, and then I called for backup, and right? She knew where he was coming from. She knew.
I got the transcript from that.
But when she was in court, she tried to say, and flip it and say something different because she went through all his paperwork, and with his paperwork was a receipt that just showed where he was coming from. right? Which, with the luggage, why he had luggage in the car. But she went to court lying and trying to flip it and make it seem like it was something else.
I have the transcript from those hearings. I forgot I had those transcripts. All right. The transcript from the hearing that you're talking about where she testified, I have the transcript.
She testified 3 times.
I'm talking about the police
The Fourth Amendment testify.
No,
That's what I'm talking about. This was the Fourth Amendment testify.
Okay.
You talking about when she testified for the? I gave you that one, I think, for the R and the CP charges.
Yeah, you gave me that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I never read them. I mean, I never read it to the people. I have those transcripts. Yeah, I have those. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's it. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Hey, go ahead.
No, you can answer my question first. What is the date for the aggravated sexual battery case that's on the calendar?
The date for the aggravated sexual battery is 2019.
When in 2019?
January.
What'd she say?
She's asking
Now you can give me background information.
the essay happened. What date? She's
And she
asking
said January when?
2019.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
As I was saying, basically, the case all came about when there was allegations of fraud. When they found the fraud allegations, the 4 cases came about. During the investigation for the fraud, officers extracted and reviewed cell phones and other devices and found the child pornography. The child pornography led to a further investigation, which there was kind of a press release. Once Mr. Williams' name was out,
Okay, the press release.
several women came forward giving additional information.
They said after the press release.
That's a lie. The press release was October. The interview with the ladies was August and September. So that's a lie. Go ahead. If you read the warrant, it has the interview dates on there. In October, right before that Takeoff got killed, that Tuesday is when they did the press release. When they did the first press release, it was October. It's right around Halloween. It was on a Tuesday. That's a lie that she's saying right now. One a minute. Every time they go to court, they lie. If he honestly did it, and then every time you go to court, you would tell the truth.
So what is the dates and the re-indictment? Same dates. Same dates.
It would be the truth. If there would be no lies told, if he truthfully did what you said he did, it would be no lies told. There would be no change of dates. There would be no added dates 3 years later. It would be none of that. Everything would have happened from the interview in 2022. 22. And then for them to lie and say they were scared for their life when the girl sent him a text message a week after he got arrested saying, "Where are you at? Are you okay? Me and my dad are looking for you." I sent that. The DA has that. Why are we lying?
It should be 2 dates, Compton body. Should be 2 dates on that because it was 2019 and also it's supposed to be some date in I think July, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's 2 dates. It's January
and February.
And then it's February 1st, the day he went to court with Erica. The same date he went to court with Erica, they're saying that night he SA'd her.
See, you got a lot of information.
That's not a lot of information. It's on the damn paperwork. All you gotta do is read it. It's on the paperwork. If you look at the date of offense with Erica, February 1st, 2020, whatever it is the date. And then if you go look at the date of this SA case, the second charge is the same date.
But see, the thing is, now you're giving them ammunition. There it is.
How was that ammunition? Me and him already talked about that on the phone. He spoke on it. He spoke on that because I didn't point it out. He pointed it out to me again. So if they're in their office, that's fine. They still got to answer to it. When you go to court, you still got to answer to it. He said it didn't happen. So it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Said he never did it. He didn't do that. It didn't happen. So all of that they talking about, let him talk. He said it didn't happen. He didn't do it.
Well, I tell you what, this will be a good spot to put a pin in it. We left with, no matter what, he didn't do it. So says Sonya. He didn't do it. So if he didn't do it, as far as Sonya's concerned, she not finna let him go out as if he did it. Anyway, I'm going on the calendar. I'm going to say my next day, I'm going to try to get in here tomorrow. Probably won't, because I have a long day already scheduled in front of me. But what we'll do is we'll try to get back to this on Sunday. Bring this to an end. Shout out to Sylvia. Shout out to phone calls from prison. By that time, I will have a court calendar set up of how we're going to approach this. Because it's time for us to get to the bottom of this. And all the drama that comes along with it. Y'all subscribe over to Kaazon's Truth. I would love to be able to go live over there and how I have more how I want to deal with that than really over here. Nevertheless, though, I'm going to put a pin in it. Listen, for those of y'all that showed up tonight, I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming in. Do me a favor. Wait a minute, let me read this last one. Okay, I read that one. There's a call where he said he had went back to the house to get some stuff, I believe. Real? I don't recall that off the top of my head, but tomorrow while I'm doing some other things, I'll be in a position where I can run through some more clips and with the help of and a shout out the phone calls from prison. We'll see, can we chase that down? There's two other things I want to chase down as well. I want to go back to a conversation about that 19-year-old. You could tell I didn't rehearse. Had I would have rehearsed, I would have had it all lined up. I was just dying to get in here and speak to my peeps. Let them know the K factor is still full effect. My last daughter just moved into her first apartment, so I was a little tied up over the last week or so. But we're back. And we will put the K factor effect on this. If nothing else, what I want you to do is, again, hit that like button. If you aren't subscribed, it is safe to subscribe over here. Come on in. Come on in. Take a seat. Take your shoes off. I want you to feel right at home. I have the smartest chat there is. Shout out to my chat. Someone make sure they get that message to Real Talk Bougie for me. I had a nice little conversation on one of her shows with her and whatnot. She shouted me out, man. I want to send it right back to her. As in one of the bloggers say, in 10 folds or something to that effect, right? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, my name was Kaazon. And I'm in charge of the K Factor, the Friday night show. I had to go back and hit this part 2. I had to do it. We'll finish up part 3, bring that to an end, and then start a new start. And that'll force me to have to definitely come on back. So I'm going to try to get back into a daily routine next week as the 2026 saga of Nesto continues. Yeah.
Beat money.
No doubt, fam. All right. Those of y'all in the deep south, like I am, we got another cold front going to come through. That should wrap it up. Should. I didn't say it will. I said it should. Keep yourself safe out there. Sisters, you love your sons, your fathers, your uncles, your cousins, good classmates, just good old wholesome men that you know. Keep them the hell out from around that god doggone Sonya. As the Nesto, allegedly keep him away from the goldfish, old McDonald's farm. That's including all of them, all of it, everything that'll be on a farm. Keep it protected. Y'all running to Sonya, Sylvie. Tell Sonya to keep Shirley, the Strawberry name, out her mofo mouth. Okay? Okay? I can't stomach that. I just ain't never seen that before. These people older than me. I've never in my life seen a man. I've known some brothers to cheat. That's one thing. That's bad enough, but it's one thing. But when you got your side piece talking about your wife, checking on your feelings to see if you hurt, if you feel some type of way, man, look, we got to do something about this. And we will. We'll be back. Until the next time, this is the K Factor, over and out.
Beat money.
Damn, I need a haircut. I know I've been busy. I need a whole haircut. I need to clean my damn glasses too. Why, let me get myself fixed up. I can't be talking shit about Sonya and I'm jacked up. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all I have. And we'll leave it there. Another K Factor production. Temperature now is sitting at 70 degrees here on the Gulf Coast. Pensacola, Florida, where I reside. Matter of fact, since I'm a history major, we set a record high today. Go ahead, Pensacola. Peace.
I'm telling you, I know everything.
Help yourself.
I live my life,
Help
yo.
yourself, buddy.
Gee, I am trying.
Oh,
I'm
5 years
trying.
sound like life.
Disclaimer. This video is for commentary and educational purposes only. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Any footage used in this video is obtained through public records and falls under fair use for the purpose of reporting, analysis, and public interest. On the evening of October 20th, 2022, gunfire shattered the quiet of a suburban apartment complex in Westchester Township, Ohio. Residents later told police they heard a rapid burst of shots. Not one or two, but a sudden volley, followed by screams that sent families scrambling for cover inside their homes. When officers arrived at the Meadow Ridge Apartments, they found 22-year-old KaazonSr slumped inside his parked car. He had been shot multiple times at close range. The driver's side window was blown out by gunfire. Sanders was rushed to the hospital, but he did not survive. Investigators would quickly determine this was not a random act of violence. The shooting appeared deliberate, targeted, and planned. Detectives began piecing together a trail that stretched beyond Butler County into Cincinnati and into the orbit of an ongoing gang feud that had already produced gunfire